Good evening. Welcome to the Leamington Business Awards, the special 2020 Resilience Awards. Fantastic to have you joining us here this evening. Just a little toast to you all. That was 2020. Aren't we glad to see the back of that? So, how did we get to this point? Well, as you know, last year, in the middle of November, we hosted the 2019 awards at the wonderful Pump Rooms, where we had that fantastic, glittering gala evening. All that music, all that awards, all that lovely food, even a bit of wine. Sadly, something came between us and that this year. So November the 13th, we couldn't have our awards this year. But early on, we decided, if we can't meet together for our big awards, let's try and do something a little different and wait until we can do it properly. So what we looked at doing then is all the people who've just been doing amazing things, inspiring us with all that enthusiasm, all that community spirit. And so the idea was born of having a Resilience Awards as an interim awards to really recognise what these people have done, all these businesses and organisations have just done phenomenal things. And so we set up doing the Resilience Awards. We just had the three categories, that for business resilience, that for those businesses that have done those inspiring pivots, and then what about all the lockdown heroes? We put that out there, not quite sure where we were going to go. Would people even be bothered? Would they be interested? They were. Phenomenal response we had. We had over 50 entries across all the awards, and that was from individuals right through to large corporates, and great combinations of organisations that came together. More than ever, over the 7 years of the awards, we had so many nominations from the public, even down to that fantastic nomination, which made me laugh and still makes me smile, for a local butcher whose customer was so enthralled that he had invented contactless payment, that she wrote in and nominated him for Business Pivot of the Year. Isn't that just incredible? We loved her. I wish she was here and we could give her her own award. And so the responses came in, and then back to the judges to make sure they were all happy to come in and support us and look after us and take on making that difficult decision. And so a few weeks ago, we got the judges together, gave them all the awards, and we had a tough evening, dare I say, over Zoom. Is that the phrase of the year? Or is it, you're on mute, which is the other one? And they came up with the difficult decision of just 3 finalists in each category. It is one of those cases where, dare I say, you are all worthy winners. Everyone who entered this award, believe me, you inspired us all. And so the judges made their decision, and so tonight we finally come to our interim awards. And I'd love to thank Noisegate Media for giving us a studio, for giving us the function and the facility to come and use this studio, to come and share this evening with you all. Now, our finalists, our judges, and some of our sponsors are live on Zoom, and you'll see a bit about them later. Many of you will be on Facebook or YouTube watching what we're doing this evening, and that'll be able to see that again later on. And so, let me wish you all a wonderful evening. Raise a glass to yourselves for just being amazing, and let's have a fantastic evening. Thank you, everyone, for being here and for supporting us so generously. Cheers. Now, I think it's time to get the proper presenter in. Where's Kirsty?
Hello and good evening. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're okay. My name is Kirsty and welcome to the Leamington Resilience Awards. And I can't tell you how tempting it was to put on my pyjama bottoms and to keep them on tonight because, hey, who's seen our bottom halves over the last 6 to 8 months? But welcome along. Glad to have you all here with us tonight. And if you don't know me, my name's Kirsty. I was born in Leamington. I grew up in Leamington. I absolutely love this town. Admittedly, I went away, came back, went away, came back, went away, came back, and then finally settled here. And I put it down to the curse of Aleister Crowley. And for all you history lovers, part of the Leamington Society, then you will know that Aleister Crowley put a curse upon the town, that anybody who left would always return. And I put it down to the curse rather than Leamington being back up there in the top happy places to live in the UK. So welcome along. We are going to have a lovely evening. We're going to be getting something from Motion House a little bit later on. And Motion House celebrated 30 years in our lovely town just last year. And they performed a wonderful spectacular in Regent's Court in Leamington. So we'll be able to see that. We're on social media. You might be watching live on YouTube, and we're also on Twitter and Facebook, and you can also tweet the hashtag Lembiz Awards. I want to see what you look like. Have you got dressed up, any lippy, whilst you're eating and drinking our lovely platters from Albury Allen tonight, or are you in your pyjamas? It doesn't matter, anything goes tonight. But hopefully I'll be able to speak to our Twitter wall and Zoom wall tonight. Can I see those guys? Amazing, amazing. Let me have a look. Give me a wave. Yay! And if I can speak to somebody, that would be amazing. Who am I going to speak to, Jono? Oh, hello. It's the lovely Anne-Marie from Get Cooking. How are you doing?
I'm all right, yeah. Just finished cooking.
Oh,
close one.
That's not a surprise. What have you been cooking today?
Ginger biscuits and mince pies today.
Oh, amazing. And it looks so festive there as well with your lovely lights and your red dress.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So how are you feeling about tonight being one of our finalists?
I'm just really chuffed to be here. I recognise a lot of people's faces. I know 2 people very well, or 3 people very well on the screen in front of me. So to be with them, and I know how hard they've worked. So it's just nice to be part of us all being, you know, we've all worked really hard, and it's just nice to see familiar faces on the same screen from the same, you know, it's just lovely. Yeah, it's really nice.
And tell us a little bit about your cooking and what you've been up to during the lockdowns.
Lockdown, well, at the start of lockdown, I started on Facebook Live, but I didn't really get on with it because I just kept looking at the screen like that and trying to see what people were writing. And it was very...
We've all done that.
I just don't like it. It's not very interactive, especially when your hands are covered in pastry or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I went onto Zoom and I offered it free to about the summer holidays, so anybody could access it. And then, but I realised that some people couldn't access it because they didn't have data. And I approached Bernardo's and we ran a course where we cooked for a week with like a £16 shopping bag, and they cooked every day for a week, but we had to buy dongles. So if there's anybody out there that would be prepared to buy me dongles, because they're £45 a pop, so that people can access, you know, have the data to be able to do Zoom, to do the interactive cooking, that would be amazing. So if anybody knows somebody that can get them,
I'm sure. If anybody knows anybody or anybody can donate, you know, this is our show, the Leamington Resilience Awards, where we've just seen the strength and community spirit this year for 2020. So if anybody can help Anne-Marie with a donation or dongles, please get in touch on the chat, either on Facebook or YouTube. Well, good luck. Fingers crossed for you, Anne-Marie, and we'll catch up with you later. Wonderful. If we could speak to one more person, Jonathan, who are you going to choose? We've got our lovely judge, Lloyd. It could be him. Or one of our lovely sponsors. Hello. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you, Kirsty.
Good. You're looking very dapper, I must admit.
Top half anyway, Kirsty, yes.
like all of us this year. So tell me about your company in the lockdown.
Yeah, HBO, we're a firm of accountants, so it's been a busy old year for us, giving advice to people who've struggled this year. So it's great to be on this evening and just celebrating the town and the fantastic businesses and the way they've all adapted and pivoted this year. So it's nice to celebrate and be happy this year, that's for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what happened at your place? Were most people working from home?
Yeah, we had a bit of a mix. We kept the office open most of the time, but yeah, we're very flexible. We're able to work from home. So yeah, the majority of people, certainly lockdown one, was working from home remotely. Yes.
Wonderful. And how are all the staff doing? Did they cope okay with the flexibility and did they adapt all right?
Yeah, we've got a fantastic team at the office, so they're really adapted well. And we always look after the team. We've got people who've been at the office for 25, 30 years. So we all pulled together, made it a real team effort, and got through it all.
Brilliant. OK, well, lovely to talk to you. Thanks for being on.
You
And
too.
we'll hear more from one of our lovely sponsors, HBO, a little bit later on. So as I said, we are live on YouTube and also Facebook tonight. Make sure you share the stream and get tweeting. Send us your selfies if you're watching. And right now, I think we'll have a little chat and cross over to our MP for Warwick and Leamington. And it's our lovely Matt Weston. Hi, Matt. How are you doing?
Hi, Kirsty. How are you? How's everyone?
We are good, thank you. Yeah, we're staying safe here. We're at the lovely Noisegate Studios, Rigby Close in Leamington. And we've got a very, very small team trying to do a million things, all socially distanced. We've got our masks here and there. So, yeah, all good, thank you. And
Good.
so do tell us about what you've been doing over the last couple of weeks or so.
Wow, what have I been doing? Well, we've obviously been facing all the challenges of the pandemic and having gone out through the November lockdown 2, lockdown light, as some people describe it. And then I think the challenges of what would happen with the tier system. Lots been said about that. I think it's really disappointing that certainly South Warwickshire should be in tier 3. So
Absolutely,
I've
yeah,
been writing
compared to with
countless
London, that was in
letters on
2.
that. Sorry?
Yes. Yes, yeah, compared to London, major city, and us who were bunched in with nearby cities. It's just been so hard, hasn't it, for people in hospitality? It's just been so tough,
So hard. And I think that's the really challenging thing for businesses and for the public is just understanding how London could be in tier 2 and for us to be in tier 3. But I think London's going to go into tier 3. It's just a matter of days now. But other areas have got hard hit as well. Kent, they were in tier 1, then got into tier 3, just like Warwickshire, and now they have one of the worst rates in the whole of the UK. So this is really unpredictable how the pandemic is playing out. But I appreciate just how hard it's hitting our businesses, and that's what I'm doing is speaking up for businesses, writing countless letters to the Health Secretary and also to the Treasury, because actually, if businesses can't be open, then we must have the financial support for them to see them through this incredibly difficult time. Particularly in the hospitality sector, it's been so hard. But
Absolutely.
they're doing all the business has been doing such a great job.
Yeah, especially as they work so hard by getting COVID safe in their restaurants. So we could all go in between the first lockdown and the second lockdown. It's, yeah, such a shame. And I think there's a few other campaigns, aren't there, about getting hospitality a bit more budget to get back on their feet.
Yeah, and I really want to thank all the businesses who've taken this seriously, have spent so much money at such a tough time when the revenues haven't been coming in, putting in perspex screens, putting in all the extra additional social distancing measures just to make sure that their premises really adhere to government guidelines. So thank you to all the businesses for the great job they've done, that you've done, because I'm very proud of the businesses locally and the leadership they've shown. And I just very much hope that we can get out of this in the coming weeks. Certainly, I hope down into tier 2 next week, but we'll see.
Let's see, fingers crossed. And big shout out to all the businesses who've managed to do takeaways and get some kind of income in. So, and do you have a message at all for our finalists of tonight or for the people of the town?
Well, just to say, thank you to all the businesses for, really for how your response to the pandemic was, I think, pretty extraordinary. And I was very proud to see just how quickly businesses galvanized, whether they were businesses that were working in different manufacturing sectors who suddenly turned their hands to producing PPE for our hospitals and for our care homes, as many businesses in Warwick and Leamington did. But for those businesses who then said, well, actually, what we do is we're in the food services sector, we can supply food to those shielding, and helped organise for those and for the homeless and so on, got meals out to people, got it distributed. So huge thanks really on behalf of the whole community for the work that so many businesses did in turning themselves very quickly to that and giving so generously, as other members of the community did. But it's so important for all of us that these businesses are around next year and the year after. You know, we depend on the prosperity of our businesses. We depend on them for the vitality, for the jobs and so on. But they are such a core part, what makes Leamington so unique. You know, just looking through our town centre, what a great array of businesses that we have. So really, on behalf of the whole community, thank you to all of you. And let's, you know, as Jonathan was saying, you know, I remember doing a project actually 12 years ago for the district council, and I just called it 2020 Vision. Who would have guessed back then this was what the year 2020 would have given us? But I think how people have responded has been extraordinary, and it's a real measure, I think, of our community, what has taken place these last few months. So thank you really to all of you, and congratulations for being finalists. I'm very aware of the work that many of you have done, so thank you indeed for that, and I wish you well and every success, and I hope you win tonight. But no, thanks for organising this, and thanks, Kirsty, thanks, Jonathan, for organising it. It's terrific.
Well, thank you very much, Matt Weston, MP for Warwick and Leamington. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
So we've got lots coming up this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be speaking to a couple of our judges a little bit later on, and I imagine the judging process was so hard, especially this year. But right now, we're going to hear from one of our lovely sponsors. It's HBO.
HB&O is delighted to support the Leamington Business Awards once again this year, both as a sponsor and as part of the judging panel. As a proud local independent business themselves, they believe it's so important to recognise fellow businesses, shine a spotlight on success and celebrate the positive stories from the community during such an uncertain year. HB&O has been established in Leamington as it is now since the merger of Harrison Beale and D.A. Owen in 2004. But the roots are much deeper, with the two respective companies dating back over 80 years. The legacy may be old, but HB&O is far from old school, and their goal is to work with every single client, looking beyond the balance sheet to pinpoint what the business really needs to make strides, creating a bespoke solution wherever you are on your journey. Find out more at hbolimited.co.uk.
Brilliant. Thank you very much to HBO and all of our incredible sponsors tonight. Without you, we wouldn't be here. So right now we will cross over to Councillor Andrew Day for a quick chat if Andrew is there. Oh, wonderful.
G'day,
Hi, Andrew.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Good.
Good. You've just missed your friend.
Yeah, no, it was great to see Matt, and I completely agree with all the sentiment there. I mean, he's really bang on. But g'day from Bishop's Tatchbrook, down the road, 3 miles away.
Fabulous. I'm probably about a mile from you. A mile from you. I know, and wish our dear The Leopard pub. Can't wait for that to open, although they have been doing some amazing takeaways.
Those Kane and the guys down there are brilliant, and they were employing more people during the summer and showing how important it is to be local. I mean, they really bounced back, and lockdown 2 was a terrible shame. The sooner we're out of tier 3, the better.
Absolutely. And what are the sort of challenges that you've seen faced, Andrew?
Well, basically, having all the council team move out of Riverside House. I mean, we've been working all from home. We're still managing to get the bins collected, all but for one cycle of green bins. We've done it throughout lockdown. And most particularly, it's about acting now to support our businesses. So we the free car parks up till Christmas. We've done that's the second time we've done that, and that's hard yards when the council's financially quite stretched. But that, I hope, demonstrates through our actions how important business is in Warwick District and how much we want to back it. And then the other thing is processing these grants, getting the money out to our businesses as quickly as possible, particularly our hospitality businesses just now. We want you all to be there when we come out, when we have our sort of bounce back new year, really, post vaccination parties or whatever it is we're going to get to. So our role is it's boring council work, but you notice it if it's not done right. And we hope local businesses feel we've got their back, because believe me, we're working very hard to do that.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Some of those businesses might not know what is available to them.
Yeah. And if you go to the District Council website, there's a whole section on different grants, advice and links to other grant bodies as well. There's a team of officers there, so get in touch. We're here to help you, and we're here to keep us all standing so 2021 can be a much bigger year and a much better year than this one's been.
I mean, we already mentioned the Leopard, but so many places in town, you know, at the bottom end of the town, the Bohemian end, you've got Temperance, then you've got all the peach pubs, and you've got all the pugs. There's so many to mention in town. How do you think we're going to get behind those businesses when hospitality has been affected so badly?
By encouraging everyone to support local businesses, by getting them out once we can come out of Tier 3, to go in and spend their hard-earned pounds with our local. I mean, one of the greatest things about Leamington is its independent businesses and the resilience that they've shown, the cooperation that they've shown to support each other, and their willingness to back the community. We heard from Anne-Marie earlier. There's many, many other businesses that have backed charities like Helping Hands and just got behind our efforts to get our rough sleepers and homeless people off the streets. And that's been a Herculean effort again as well. So, you know, it's been a brilliant partnership this year. It's been a tough partnership, but I've got to say I'm a businessman. I mean, I understand this. You know, every day, every month set of accounts matters. And actually what we've seen is an extraordinary capacity for business to adopt change, to respond positively to real difficulties. And I'm feeling very confident that 2021, we're going to have a really good year because of what I've seen as we've dealt with these challenges. Really good year.
Well, thank you. And before you go, have you got a message for our finalists tonight in the Leamington Resilience Awards?
Well, good luck to them. I'm going to raise a glass actually to all the competitors tonight, because
I will join you. I will join you.
Yeah, what a good idea. It is Friday night. Hey, and look, we're all winners. And whoever is ultimately selected, congratulations. But I really want to thank the sponsors tonight, because they have been superb backing this excellent initiative. And congratulations to all the applicants and people who have been nominated. Cheers.
Wonderful. Cheers. Thank you very much, Councillor Andrew Day. Thank you, Andrew. And hopefully we'll see you at the Live Awards next year, and it launches in January. So I think it's time for us to move to one of the judges, ladies and gentlemen. We had a panel of judges. We may be speaking to a couple tonight, and I'd imagine that the judging process has been absolutely tough this year with everything that's been going on for local businesses, for independent businesses and community groups as well. So if we could hear from one of the judges, that would be brilliant. And here we are, the lady who tweeted me earlier to say tonight was the first night she'd put lippy on for months and months and months. It's Sarah Windram. Welcome, Sarah.
Good evening. Yes, the first time I put lippy on, I don't think any makeup since March.
I know, that's the thing. All of our faces have been given, the women and men who do wear makeup usually, have been given such a rest over the last 6 months or so. So how have you been doing, first of all, Sarah? Seriously, how are you? You okay?
Yeah, it's been a tough year, hasn't it? I mean, I think just echoing what everyone else has said, it's been very up and down. I think some days I felt like I could, tackle it all and take it all on and it'll all be fine. And other days it's been, I don't want to even get out of bed, to be honest. Yeah. But this, I was just saying in the chat to the other judges and finalists, when we came to judge this, Jonathan promised me this would pick me up, and it absolutely did. Just the stories, the nominations that have come in, the recognition that all of the finalists have had from the people that the service that they provided have really mattered. And I think it's made us realise how, I think we always knew, but it's really helped me to realise how important our local community is and how great that is in Leamington. and how, you know, we celebrate the good times, and the good times are brilliant, but when times are tough, that's when we really, really pull together. And it's been so heartwarming to see. And as I said, Jonathan promised to pick me up, and I got it. And I was picked up enough to put makeup on this evening, and, you know, really, and tinsel and everything.
I know,
really go for
looks
it.
amazing. The tinsel looks brilliant. How hard was it, though, to go through the process of judging?
Yeah, I mean, it was really tough. It was really tough because everybody has got, you know, such a story, resilience, pivoting, you know, shifting their business as usual. So many lockdown heroes. It was really, really difficult. So just to echo what Andrew said, I mean, you know, all the finalists are worthy winners. We could have chosen, you know, any of them. So I think exactly, we should all be patting ourselves on the back and saying, well done. And yeah, it was really tough. It was very, and I'm sure my other judges will echo that. But yeah, it's just, as I say, just such a heartwarming process to go through, to see so many businesses coming forward and stepping up and doing great things for their community in this really tough time.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what about for you for 2021? Any challenges at all? Seth, I know you love a good charity challenge.
Yeah, do you know, that's funny. I haven't done anything in 2020, and somebody
I'm not
reminded
surprised.
me. No, yeah. Somebody reminded me. I think the last crazy thing I did was a barrel roll in a loop the loop in a plane, and I'm absolutely petrified of heights, and also suffer from motion sickness. So people have been trying to say I should do a skydive at some point, but I would have to raise a significant amount of money for charity to do that. So we'll see.
That's a good idea. I'm sure we would all get behind you. You would raise that money. I'd definitely donate to see you do that. Well, Sarah, thank you so much. Enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. Okay, guys, do we have another judge, Jonathan? Does somebody want to have a quick chat before Motion House? Oh, hello. Lovely to meet you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just checking I'm unmuted, and I think I am.
You are indeed. You are indeed. I was going to set up a little game. For those that took a while to unmute, you'd have to have a drink. But no, you've survived that one. You survived.
Last, actually. So.
You need a top up. You need a top up. So please do tell us a little bit about you and the judging process.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm Louise and I run Motion House, and we're delighted to be sharing one of our duets with everybody at some point this evening. And I'm really thrilled to be one of the judges. I love the process of meeting together with Jonathan and the other judges on an annual basis, and it's always a challenge. And as you know, to echo everybody else, it's been more challenging than ever this year because everybody has risen to the terrible challenge that has been COVID. Everybody has brought the most extraordinary kind of resilience and responsiveness and imagination to survival. And, you know, I think we're all just flipping brilliant to be here now. And it's a wonderful, wonderful process to be part of. And it constantly amazes me and reminds me what a fantastic community we have here in Leamington, not just the business community, but the community around, you know, our customers, our client base, just the people who celebrate what we do and who really came forward to promote and you know, really sort of wave the flag for the businesses in this town. So yeah, it's a really kind of wonderful, positive, affirmative experience.
And do tell us a bit about Motion House. I know from being in the town all my life that you celebrated as well Motion House 30 years last year. I mean, that is incredible.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, really. Makes me feel a little bit old. Yeah, Motion House. It was actually in 1988, so shockingly, it's now 32 years. I don't quite know where the last 2 years went. And yeah, we love Leamington. We started Motion House as a just us making duet dances that we took into schools. And what thrills me to this day is the reason we made those duets and the reason we took them into schools was we believed that dance should be for everybody, that had the power to communicate and move everybody, and that everybody, no matter age, ability, social context, should have the opportunity to experience dance either as an audience or as a participant. And what really excites me is that 32 years later, that's still why we do what we do. And it's been a wonderful journey to grow the most fantastic company of dancers over that period. We're lucky and privileged enough to take our work all over the world, except this year. Been a bit of a hiatus. But yeah, we love Leamington. We're thrilled to be here. We've recently moved our creation space into the town hall, and we just can't wait to throw the doors open so that everybody in Leamington can actually come in and see more of what we do and kind of get their hands dirty and come and make themselves known to us. So yeah, that's us.
And before I let you go, I suppose most of your dance classes, have they gone online? Have you managed to do that?
We did. We took lots of work online. Unfortunately, we had to cancel all of our earned income. We had a phenomenal tour in place for this whole financial year, so from April 2020 to March 21, and every single day was cancelled, which was catastrophic in the way that it has been for most sectors. We had to cancel our live classes, of course. We did put some work online, but in order to survive financially, we had to furlough the staff that we've been able to retain, and unfortunately, we haven't retain everybody. It's the same story, unfortunately, as all sectors. But you know, like hospitality, the world of live performance and live events has been railroaded, shall we say. So we're waiting, we're longing,
yes,
that we can actually start taking our live work out and sharing it with people again in the flesh.
Well, thank you so much, Louise. Thank you for being one of our judges again. And we're about to see a piece, actually, which was filmed at Regent Court in Leamington. Do check this out from Motion House.
having a really long day. I just like wondered, where are you going?
Maybe a gin? Excuse me, sir, excuse me. Where's the one?
Sorry,
can I get one?
What? We're going to get a drink in this place. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Can I have a dessert?
very good. And the tweets are coming in. Thank you, Ian. Lovely Ian from Meet by the Park, just opposite the bandstand in Leamington. Motion House, as great as ever. Thank you. And thanks so much for all your tweets, Facebooks coming in. Really great to know that you're having a lovely time tonight. But now is the time you've all been waiting for. We've got 3 awards, 9 finalists and a few surprises along the way as well. Now, all of our finalists should have boxes and envelopes at home. Can we see them? Give them a little wave, guys. Oh, there we go. And I hope you haven't been peeking. I said to Jonathan, don't do it, Jonathan. And you've all got them. So what you've got to do is open them when the time is right. So here we go, guys. And we just want to say thanks so much to everybody who nominated. Thank you for putting a nomination in for people. Thank you for the self-nominations. And good luck to you all. So on to the first award. This is the Business Resilience Award.
The finalists for the Business Resilience Award are Rhythm Time, Get Cooking, CJ's Events, and the winner is...
Open up. It's CJ's Events, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to CJ's. Huge congratulations to CJ's Events tonight. Commiserations to the other finalists tonight. So here we are. And can we speak to him? Have you unmuted?
I've unmuted, Kirsty.
Oh, brilliant. Huge congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. You're welcome. Is it John?
It is.
Yeah, very good indeed. Yeah, I saw it was your birthday online a few weeks ago. And, you know,
It was.
what can you tell us about the team, John? And why do you think you won this award?
The team have been fantastic. Obviously, back in March when everything got shut down, we had to work hard to bring the markets and everything back. So really, we've helped 50, 60, 70 businesses keep going. And with the help of the council and other Leamington bid, we've managed to pull it all back together. It has been brilliant.
Very good indeed, and that is gorgeous. That's a beautiful grey padlock. I can see a couple of stars on there. We'll be finding out more about the designers a little bit later. Oh, that's wonderful, John. And how do you feel winning this, you know, for you and for your team at CJ's?
In this tough year, fantastic. It's been a really strong year. It's been, you know, we all know how tough it has been, and to survive and get appreciated for it is amazing.
Wonderful. Well, huge congratulations, John. Big round of applause for John at our homes and in our studios. Thanks, John, and best wishes to all the team.
Thank you. Good luck, everybody.
My darling. Oh, thank you. And now we can hear from one of the judges. It's Sarah.
In this incredibly challenging year, there has been so much resilience across our town. And that has really shown through all the nominations for this category. All the finalists this evening are worthy winners and should feel very proud of the true grit they have shown in these tough, tough times. But for the judges, the company that shone through were one that acted quickly when faced with adversity and when their business as usual had been turned completely on its head. They helped us keep our town safe and open with new COVID measures, and their proactive approach to training meant that we could have the first UK market to reopen after the initial lockdown. They've worked with regional stakeholders, led by a young team, and it's really inspirational to see what they have done for us. They're also keeping us in good Christmas cheer as we stay within the Tier 3 restrictions. Thank you, CJs.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you very much, Sarah. And congratulations again to CJ's Events. And they're definitely feeling the love on social media tonight. You can hashtag LemBiz Awards. So we're on to our next award, which is the Business Pivot Award.
The finalists for the Business Pivot Award are Bertelli's, Heartbreak Productions, Acorn Academy, and the winner is...
It's Heartbreak Productions! Huge congratulations. Open up the box, see what's inside. And do we have a winner to speak to on Zoom? Yay! Amazing, congratulations. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Total surprise, really.
Not at all. Please do introduce yourselves.
Of course. So I'm Maddie and this is
Peter.
And we're from Heartbreak. Yes.
Fabulous. Well, well done.
Yeah.
Well done to you. So tell us a little bit about Heartbreak and when did you start?
Peter.
Many moons ago, 1991, I think. Yes, and it was conceived as a theatre company. We did village halls and lots of small community projects. And then we got very busy with kids. We always had an aim to do outdoor theatre. I'm not sure if the sound's gone. But
no, it's okay. I can still hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, carry on.
We're just getting some weird interference, so that's probably just us. So yes, and then I suppose we've just progressed over 30 years. More shows, multiple shows in the summer. I'll hand over to Maddie because you want to say something.
Yeah, this year has been extraordinary, and the team at Heartbreak have just got every brain cell behind them, and with determination and dedication and with huge amounts of humour, we've just kind of all just thought, what can we do? And we just tried to do it and tried to take entertainment out to Leamington and further afield, and we've been extraordinarily well supported by the Arts Council, so huge thanks to them for tonight. And yes, hopefully the restrictions will go down, and next year the whole of the entertainment and hospitality and retail and every other industry can resume some kind of safety and solidarity and kind of beat this bloody thing. Sorry.
Absolutely. Don't worry, that's fine. And I was going to say, actually, Maddie, I do know of you and your good friend David Clargo for Leamington Sings, and you've got that going on, aren't you? There's a chance for people to be a part of a virtual choir and a concert.
That's right. Yes, week on Sunday, the 20th at 6 o'clock. Yes, the virtual choir will be singing their premiere. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and we've got readers from across the country, and we've got Sydenham School who will be also singing and playing their recorders.
That's fantastic. Well, Maddie and Peter, huge congratulations, Heartbreak Productions.
Thank you.
Well done. And let's hear from the judge, Louise.
Do you want to?
Well, we all know that everybody had to pivot as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The theatre sector was truly decimated. Everybody across the sector lost all of their work. Our own Heartbreak Productions, based here in Leamington, who, it has to be said, receive absolutely no regular funding, managed to turn on a pinhead. They created new work inspired by a wonderful digital programme for children called Tell My Story, through which their actors then interpreted into digital plays that went online. They put many of their back catalogue of work online, and then they also managed to create a brand new socially distanced show to be performed in a socially distanced context. People underestimate the time and work that goes into creation for the theatre world, and to do all of that in such a short period of time and be so responsive, so opportunistic, to me is a sign of a brilliant business.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much, Louise, and congratulations once again to Heartbreak Productions. And a very tough category. Love to Acorn Academy and Batelli's as well. We've had some amazing shouts coming in. A big hello to Pete Smith, who's been driving Santa around Covington. The lovely Leanne, Helping Hands, big love to her. And the Esther Project, please get your T-shirt, your WOW T-shirt and bags to help raise funds for ladies of domestic violence. And the men's range will be coming soon. And big love to Steph and the whole of the bid team who've worked constantly throughout both lockdowns, helping the businesses with everything from being COVID safe to grant applications. So moving on to the final award, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the Lockdown Hero Award.
The finalists for the Lockdown Hero Award are the Barn Kitchen and Enchanted Tea Room, Babsy Indian Takeaway, Good Construction, and the winner is...
Well, a very, very tough category here, ladies and gentlemen, and the win is Babsy's Indian Takeaway. Huge congratulations to everybody at Babsy's. And is Babsy here? Brilliant. Congratulations. Please introduce yourselves. Can you unmute, darling?
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous.
Firstly, can I thank you all for nominating us for this awesome award, and congratulations to all the finalists. It's a privilege to be here with you all this evening. Yeah. My name is Babsy Mir, and I am a chef. I manage Babsy Takeaway in Warwick with a wonderful team. I'm a proud father and walk in the footsteps of my father, who was the first person to offer traditional Indian cuisine for home delivery in the Midlands.
Fantastic. How do you feel? How do you feel about winning, Babsy?
I'm just totally speechless. Can I say that all the finalists have done amazing jobs, and we are all winners in truth. I share this award with them. We won this together. Winning this tonight is a much welcome recognition of the value of local businesses and their essential contributions to overall well-being. I dedicate this award to our beautiful boy Adam and all the local community that we are part of and gladly serve. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Big love to Babsy Takeaway. Thank you, guys. That's wonderful. And then we'll head over to one of our judges for a little message this evening.
Hi, morning, Mike.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hi, I'm well, thank you. Sorry, I'm the judge that didn't get the dress code about black ties. So
don't worry. Anything goes this year, Roger. Anything. I've seen you dressed up before.
Indeed. Yeah. So this was a really tough category for us because there were so many brilliant personal stories about, just the real difference people made to the community of Leamington and, South Warwickshire. And Babsy, you had a brilliant story. You're very modest. You did a fantastic job working with others in the community, supporting NHS. And what we loved is that personal story about your history in Leamington. You mentioned your father established the business, and just that real personal connection that you had with Leamington, the town of Leamington Spa, but then also that you wanted to give back, and that really touched our hearts, to be honest. So really delighted, congratulations. But all the entries and the fantastic finalists, we were overwhelmed, really.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Roger, one of our judges this evening at the Resilience Awards. And I'd quickly like to say thank you so much to the lovely Spencer Brocart and Cody Wood for our lovely awards. They designed them at Warwickshire College, and there they are, lovely, unique awards, and we have them every single time. We have different awards at the Leamington Business Awards. The lovely grey padlock there with the start, so thank you very much to Spencer and Cody. And they were socially distanced, we just put them together. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pop off. Jonathan's going to come back to do a couple of these special awards. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and sorry, you've got me back again. I have to sit on the stool because, sadly, I'm a little taller than Kirsty, so there, we've got through the awards, and fantastic, amazing, aren't they? The congratulations to you all. And everyone keeps on saying everyone's winning, and because the whole community has won. I just wanted to mention the Lockdown Hero Awards, because this was the category which received more entries than absolutely anything else, and perhaps the hardest category to really judge. A few mentions which I'd like to make. As myself, as I run a local business, we network people, we get to know the businesses, and we know what this means to people. And one of the groups which did a fantastic job was a group which called themselves the No Jargon Group. People from HR Department, Zen Zero, Risk Evolves and Pentland's Accountants. They gave over £32,000 worth of free online advice. They did over 50 live sessions answering questions about all the challenges, and I think every accountant in the land will sympathise with all the changes on furloughing and what you can do and who you can do and where the money's going to come from and everything else, all the other ways of funding, and they help people understand that. Also, to keep people focused and motivated, Action Coach Warwick, Kevin Riley, gifted over 180 free coaching sessions. That equated to over 750 businesses benefited from what he was saying. And then 3P Innovation. They pivoted their business. They put all their 3D printing machines to work and produced over 30,000 visors for the NHS. And it just shows what they've done. And delighted to see Babsy winning that award, because he was part of a team which just did a magnificent job. We heard from Leanne at Helping Hands, whose organisation and the people she looks after and helps benefited as well. This combination of local businesses got together when lockdown happened. And they pulled together over 80 chefs. 80 chefs from the Moorings restaurants we know, from Warwick School. Babsy himself, the guys at Star and Garter, came together cooking over 16,000 meals, benefiting people like Helping Hands, other homeless organisations, definitely the NHS. And those people who got together were Fresh Direct, were Mitchell's Potatoes, were Mudwalls, were Morrison's, and all pulled together by Russell Allen or Aubrey Allens. What a magnificent job and what a magnificent effort. I just want to thank you all, from us all, for what you did. You inspired us, and I just wanted to say that special thank you to you all. From me, thank you. Now, I think it's time for a bit of Kirsty.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the Leamington Resilience Award Show. Thank you so much to Noisegate Studios, where we are here, and thank you for putting on this event for us tonight. Really do appreciate it. Also, thanks to all of our sponsors and our judges. Thank you very, very much for being involved, and thank you to you all for watching tonight. Thank you for sharing the community spirit and what's been happening this year, and we're going to be bigger and better next year at the Leamington Business Awards. They launch next month, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. Have a great Christmas and New Year, and we will see you very, very soon. Thank you very much.